yellow tail. Under any circumstances! This may have sounded like an extreme reaction, but it was absolutely paramount that Minnie did not uncover the truth too soon. The mermaids had an agreement with the human government that they were allowed to live on land as long as they kept their true identities hidden. If the secret got out, they'd be banished back to Mare, the old mermaid queendom. Mare was now too dirty and dangerous to live in, thanks to pollution and poop. A lot of human poop. There's no way Minnie would be able to hold her tongue if she found out her mum and sisters were mermaids, and that she too would become one on her 13th birthday. For instance, after Mum gave her the talk about how she had a different dad, she went around telling the entire town that her dad was the predecessor of the United States, but that her sisters were peasants. So there was no way something of this magnitude would stay stumm. "Hey!" Minnie yelled, pounding on the closed door with her tiny, and probably sticky, fist. "Let me in! Not fair!" "We're having a grown-up chat, Minnie," Melissa called. "We'll be out in a moment." The door began to budge with the weight of a 6-year-old flinging her full force against it. But Margot launched herself up with her pillar-box red tail and plonked down into the barricade chair just in time. Minnie wailed in frustration. Just then, the doorbell rang. Mum exchanged worried glances with Myla. "The courier!" Myla groaned, wriggling her emerald green tail. Her wet hair was plastered to her forehead and her glasses were covered in spray. "I ordered all those second-hand textbooks to be delivered today." "They'll go away in a minute, don't worry," Mum said, dutifully ignoring the fact she was being squirted in the face by a spiteful appliance. "They'll just leave one of those slips saying it's with a neighbour or something." "Or Minnie will go and let him in," Myla whispered in horror. "Quick, knock her out with your tail," Margot said to Molly, knowing how much her sister enjoyed using her tail as a weapon. "Right, can we all just—" Mum's words were cut off by a fresh spray of water to the face and a nervous tap on the kitchen window. It was the courier, peering right into a room full of mermaids. Ever the quick thinker, Margot dived towards the dishwasher and whirled it around to face the window, so the gushing cascade of water sprayed straight into the glass and obscured the courier's vision. Such a feat would normally be impossible. But Margot's mer power, for each mermaid has a special gift, was superhuman strength. Myla's was being able to read mythical sea languages without ever having to study, while Melissa's was being a know-it-all, i.e., being able to tell whenever someone was lying. "I'll come back later then," the courier called meekly through the glass. "Do you think he saw?" Melissa gasped. "Oh God, oh God, oh God! What if he saw, Mum?" "Was it the courier? I didn't see," Mum said, but she was chewing her bottom lip, and Molly could tell she was genuinely worried about being banished. Molly's stomach twisted. She hadn't exactly done a fantastic job of keeping the whole tail thing under wraps. She'd only found out about her life as a half-mermaid on her 13th birthday, a mere 2 months ago, and yet she'd already accidentally transformed in front of Felicity Davison, the most popular girl in school. There was a whole fandango which involved taking a penguin hostage, but Felicity had eventually agreed not to tell anyone Molly's secret, as long as Molly promised not to spread the word about Felicity's mum's cancer. Molly only knew about Mrs. Davison's illness thanks to her own mer power, reading people's emotions. She would never have told anyone something so personal, especially having been through it with her own mum, but Felicity didn't trust her. Their truce was a shaky one, and Molly lived in fear of Felicity going back on her word. "Can I come in yet?" Minnie asked. "I need a poo." Chapter 2. Like, super hot, in a totally fit way. The next morning at school, Molly was convinced she smelled a